We'll let Mike have that one. That's awesome.
Carl's not participating?
No.
See.
I'm done. Later, guys.
Carl's objecting.
Got it.
He's a conscientious objector.
So, Ed,
mouth exploding in is against my religion.
you would say that. That's Carl. Carl's a party pooper. That's his religion.
Yes.
He's a poopite. Party poopite.
So you're Ed, and who's this other guy?
Mike.
Oh, there we go. Introductions. Professional. We got it done.
Mike is from the internet.
Mike from the internet. I'm Mike. I'm from the internet.
Speaking of stuff from the internet, we've got Republicomm.
Republicomm.
Oh, you got some shit to say about Star Wars. You can't find the toy you're looking for. This George Lucas's neck fat piss you off. It's time to say it.
Get on the VOR party line.
Party line.
This
Ask
is-
your parents before you call.
3 guys. 6 lenses. 1 prescription. 1 show.
Euro class.
That's not true. I'm wearing socks.
Well, that's like earlier. I forgot we were on the air, and I was like, I'm just going to go get another beer, and I was like, I walk away with no pants on.
Oh, dude.
Now that is raw footage. So yeah, Republicomm from let's see, starting off. Let's go to. We got a call from Mr. Jim Goff.
Yay!
Yay, quickly becoming a really cool dude.
Quickly becoming a cool dude.
Like, I didn't want to say, like, one of my best buddies, because I know that, like, I like the guy, but, like, I don't know him as long as I've known Jared.
Well, you know, a little competition among siblings, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Ow, then I got Ian.
Yeah, hey, you gotta earn it. Earn Mikey's love.
God.
That's right, Vorons. Make us love you. Make us pick a favorite.
Come on.
Yeah. And then write us a theme song. An outro theme song. Did you like my double nose picking there? Double nose picking.
I didn't know about that. It was a new kind of piercing, hand piercing.
Oh, good Lord. Let's finish this up so we can finish drinking.
Jesus. Thank you. Priorities, people. Jim Goff, go.
Hey guys, it's Jim. I hope by now you've also mentioned Fraggle Rock. That was my go-to Muppet obsession when I was a child. Partly too because I grew up. My parents did like a weekly book club thing, so I had all these awesome Fraggle Rock books that now my son he loves reading them. And shortly before he was born, I was actually able to grab the complete series on Amazon, and we've been going through that, and he just loved it probably almost as much as I believe I did when I was a kid. I loved it. I remember we had a 45 record that I pretty much ran out that had a bunch of Fraggle Rock songs on it. But yeah, you don't not mention Fraggle Rock when talking about Muppets. They are just as important. Goodbye!
I love that guy a whole lot, dude. He's awesome, awesome, awesome guy.
Well, I guess we don't need to talk about Fraggles, though. Let's move on. Next call.
The thing about Fraggle Rock, though, is it was only on HBO on its original run.
Right,
So it wasn't as accessible as Muppet Babies or The Muppet Show, because I remember every once in a while we would have HBO growing up, and then I'd get to watch Fraggle Rock, and it was super cool. But it's kind of like the Disney Channel was a subscription service back in the day. You know, it's like not everyone had it, so yeah, it was one of those things that like the cool popular rich kids would get to watch Fraggle Rock, but Carl didn't always get to watch it.
Or the
Right.
kids who had parents that were really into like bootlegging and shit like that.
Yes.
Because I did get to watch it. We didn't have a lot of bread, but we knew some guys. Yeah, when it came on, it's funny. It was kind of like where Mikey was with Muppet Babies. I was kind of aging out of the Muppets myself, so it was interesting, but I wasn't really that into it. I'd watch if it was on, but I wasn't seeking it out. But years and years and years later, I was dating a girl who loved Fraggles, and I think it was when it first came on DVD.
Mm-hmm.
So I got her the first season of Fraggle Rock on DVD. It was a huge deal. And that's the first time I actually sat down to watch, like, you know, I watched it with her, so it's like she's enjoying it. I'm like, oh, we'll check it out. I know, I'm Muppets. I'm over it. But completely hooked into it. I think, I don't know, I think we watched the whole season in a couple days, you know? It's so good.
It is. And it's,
The Fraggles had a whole world of their own. That was part of their whole thing. Is theirs wasn't our world. It is to a degree, but like that whole underground thing and the doozers with the building and the poor little guys always eat. But they wanted to do it, and then they had this different size variations. It was cool.
yeah.
Yeah, and I love that it was all spent in this weird underground world that you hadn't seen before, and you had these two different like Muppet races, if you will, that had, you know, they had this symbiotic relationship, but at the same time, you had this great character of Uncle Traveling Matt who would send postcards from our world, interpreting what he tried to understand, like buses or police officers or God knows, the simple things we just take for granted and walk on by. It was so funny. It was great.
Yeah.
The silly creatures in outer space.
That's right.
Yeah. That's that's a really good point, dude. Fraggles, I can't believe we let that go. I should have researched for this show.
Hey, but luckily Jim caught it.
Yes,
So-
he did.
Thank you,
What's
Jim.
here?
That's why he's here.
He's the fifth Beatle.
Yes, he is. He's the fifth turtle. Venus.
Oh,
Wasn't Venus the fifth turtle?
I don't
Yes.
know. I was completely out of it by that time. They added a female turtle at one point.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's no women that are, you know, did anything worth a damn like Michelangelo, Leonardo. No artists that were female.
There were no female artists that had. She was Venus.
Yeah.
Just Venus. Okay.
What did you want, Rosa? What did you want, Rosa frickin' Parks?
Wow. There's another artist out there.
Susan B. Turtle.
I'm trying. Susan B. Turtle.
Susan B. Ross.
Artist. Whatever. So we have a email actually
Mm-hmm.
from our friend Josh. Joshika has hit us up. Cool. Shall I read?
Please do.
Drunk Obi-Wan.
Drunk Obi-Wan.
Yeah,
Not a
let's bust
Muppet
out
boy?
Drunk Obi-Wan.
You drunk Obi-Wan. Okay, I'll do my best. Wow, that's a blast from the past.
Yeah, it is. It's always
I
good.
stopped drinking, so I'll have to do my best. Hey guys, it's Josh. I would like to say a wonderful show last week, and a great catch on that Mando. Mike, and thanks for adding clones to my message from the RoboCop show. I am facepalming, trying to figure out how I forgot it. But as for the topic of the week, Muppets, I would have to say that my favorite Muppet is either Kermit or the two old guys, unless we're counting Muppet EQ, then Yoda, the Jedi Master who instructed me. And as for one of my favorite scenes, it would have to be the wedding scene when Miss Piggy tricks Kermit into marrying her in the Muppets Take Manhattan. My view on the overall Muppet genre is one more of indifference. I will watch the movies if they're on or if someone offers, and I don't have anything against them. But they just never had a real draw for me. But as for the new movie coming out, I don't really mind the idea, and I might see it. I'm drifting into Palpatine.
Yeah.
That'll be next week. Though given my limited knowledge and interest in the genre, I probably won't see it in theaters. But I do love to hear the discussions that this type of topic will bring up, so I will be all ears with this show. As always, great job with the show. It is always a pleasure to hear your guys' opinions. So until next we see you on the Facebook page, this is Joe Giga, over and out. It's done.
Weird to see it in person.
Well,
Love it.
Yeah.
I don't know if people understand anything I just said.
No, it was good. It sounded like drunk Obi-Wan.
Yeah, it did.
Good job. All right. If you'd
Well,
like
thank you, Josh.
letter read by a drunken character,
We should start taking like actual requests. Like, who do you want us to read your email as?
I think that's great.
Yeah, but that means they'd have to write emails for us to read.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
So if you want to write emails, tell us who you want to read it as. Because didn't one time someone, like we had while we were doing the live show, someone suggested Dolly Parton? We read emails as Dolly Parton at one time.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
That was last year. Yeah. I can confirm that did happen. That was a thing.
We were there. But yeah, if you'd love to send us feedback, we read everything, we listen to everything, and we want to hear what you have to say. Like it, hate it, bring it. So our voicemail is called the Republicomm. You may have heard that earlier. That's at 407-409-8749. Or you could send us a little old email to voiceofrep@gmail.com. And like Josh said, we have a Facebook group that is very active. And it's on there every day. There's really fun stuff, cool guys to talk about books and games and movies with, and toys, of course. So come on, check it out. Join our group. Join us. Come on, guys.
Mm-hmm. You can find links to all that at vorradio.com.
Yeah.
Boom. And if you're still tuned in, you might want to come by next week, as we will have, again, a special guest.
Yes, we will. Hey, guys, I just
Why didn't you name the guest?
Oh, name him.
I was hoping Carl would pick it up. It's okay.
A special guest, the one and only Trace Ballou of Mystery Science Theater 3000. He is known as the original voice of Crow and Dr. Clayton Forrester during the live action sequences. So definitely check back next week. Just stop by our Facebook group, because we will be taking questions from the audience to ask him when we interview him, as long as time permits. We don't know how long we're going to have him, but if we have enough time and it's not filled up with a whole bunch of great talk, we're going to take your questions and ask them.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah. And we're outclassing ourselves every week.
Mm-hmm.
That is a fact. That is a fact. We have you to thank for it, you listeners and viewers. So,
You
fake
got
kisses to you.
damn it.
All right. Well, cool. So we'll be back next week with Trace Ballou on VOR. So, until then, we hope that someday you'll find it.
The Rainbow Connection.
The lovers.
The dreamers.
And... Do you know what we didn't bring up, you guys? We never talked about Kermit riding that bike. How weird that was.
Oh, yeah.
That was nuts. You're right.